There are 4 incredible tricks for using your toilet brush. Unfortunately, these are very unknown, but they can help you enormously around the house. So if you've only ever used your toilet brush in the toilet, you'll be amazed at what else you can do with it. There are 2 incredible possibilities for the car. The first is for the rims. Spray your rims with a rim cleaner of your choice, wet the toilet brush a little more, and then go into your rims. As you can see, you not only get the rim wonderfully and easily clean, but you also get into the rear areas of the rim and don't get your fingers dirty in the process. Of course, you should always use a fresh toilet brush that you haven't used for the toilet before. But that's self-explanatory. You can put it to one side and take it out again whenever you need it. Finally, rinse everything off again and your rims will shine like new again. Before I show you the second ingenious function for the car, let's move on to another trick. For this, you should use the toilet brush for your floor for very specific areas on your floor. Again, don't use the toilet brush from the toilet that you've already used, but a new one. Now we need to mix up a cleaner. To do this, you should take some baking soda and add water to it. Make sure that you end up with a really nice paste when you have stirred it. It shouldn't be too runny, but it shouldn't be too solid either. Now go in here with your toilet brush so that there is a small amount on it and then start rubbing over your floor, through your tile joints. In my case, you can see that they are already quite dirty, and after I've rubbed them a few times, they're really shiny again, as if they'd just been laid. The advantage of the toilet brush is that the rough fibers ensure that you get all the dirt out really well, especially with the mixture of baking soda and water. At the end, you should wipe your floor again with a damp cloth to remove all the dirt. And then you can see that everything looks as good as new again. Here you can see exactly where I've wiped and where I haven't yet. The toilet brush also works incredibly well on your shoes, especially for the underside of your shoes and especially if you've stepped in dog excrement or other dirt. Because these are usually not so easy to get out, but it works wonderfully with a toilet brush. Simply rub over it a few times, and if you want, you can also wet the toilet brush a little beforehand. This will really get all the dirt out of the underside of the shoe, and in the end it will shine like new again. This brings us to the second incredible function for the car. You should use a new toilet brush for this, but you'll have to cut off some of the handle. In the end, there should be about 10 centimeters left from the handle to the brush head itself. Once you have cut the whole thing off, you can insert it into a cordless screwdriver. This actually fits perfectly into most toilet brushes. I fix it in place a little and then you can take it to your car. When I first heard about this variant, I didn't want to believe that it really worked, but the result convinced me. Because if you know the problem that the doormat is dirty at some point, you knock it out to get all the dirt out, but in the end there is still a lot of dirt left in there, and even when vacuuming it can be quite complicated to really get everything out, then the toilet brush trick is really perfect for you. All you have to do is hold the toilet brush against the side of the mat and use the cordless screwdriver. As you can see in my case, although the mat doesn't look that dirty because I've already knocked it out, a lot of dust and dirt really does come out of it. And in the end, I got it really nice and clean again so that there really isn't any dirt left. Here you can see the whole thing again with the doormat that is already much dirtier. Here too, everything flies around and in the end, the doormat is clean again. By the way, did you know that there are incredibly ingenious tricks with shaving foam that almost nobody knows but everyone should? I'll show you in the video you see on the screen now. Click on it and watch it.